Love and light, everyone. So in this video, it's a live that we did with Mary on her page on Instagram, IG Live, and I have not been able to download it from her page, so because of technical issues, so I had to screen record the whole thing with my phone. So the quality is not the best, but all the information is there, and it is key information into that Ascension process. Profound live with a lot of important information. More to come on that as always, so stay tuned for more and see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, this is Mari Ra, and this is going to be the Ascension Live with Nyama and Vincent. So welcome everyone. There you go. I just had to clear some of that. Hello, let me bring them in. Let's see. Hi everybody.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, there you go. Okay, it's working.
Day two.
How are you guys?
Very good,
Yeah,
amazing.
day two.
Yes. Happy to do this tonight.
We're good.
Yes.
Let me see. Right now, I do see my friends frozen. So let me just... Okay, it's okay. Why do your video show so many colors? Oh my gosh, let's just call in the dragons to transmute and just... So, dragons of the violet flame, transmute and clear up the energy for us, allow us to have proper connection. No worries, we'll try it again. But I don't know, it felt like a very strong energy, guys, like on the grid, to be honest, you guys. So let's just go with the flow. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I felt very intense energy even where I am, but I think
It seems to be good now.
Back again. Wow.
Yeah, wow. That was
Interesting.
Yeah. Usually we never have those kind of glitches on
Yes.
our Wi-Fi.
No, it's like, okay, well, I kind of, I was saying I wanted to just reintroduce ourselves again because I was saying to my beautiful, soul family and just my brother and sister too, that this is just a different energy and frequency, as each day that comes, like we are merging more and more with our higher selves, and it feels like, it's going to be a very beautiful, great live and see what comes through from us. I feel like it's just some videos we've done before, so that's a little starter I wanted to just share with everyone. Okay.
Yes. Hi.
There you go. Nice. So, and then, so if I think we can introduce ourselves. I can go first,
Jenny.
in case. But my name is Mari, guys, and I'm here, as an Ascension guide, and I also, in this moment, feel like I'm bringing in, tools from the realm that just these different realms that I feel like I've been connecting as I've been connecting more with myself, and bring them down here, utilize them in a way to help us continue in this passage that we're taking all together, in a sense. And then, can you guys hear me? Am I okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Perfect.
All good on our side. Perfect.
And then, I don't know if you guys want to just briefly introduce yourselves to the Soul Fam, and then we'll take it.
Sure. So I'm Vince and
Nyama. And we are a couple, and we channel the love beings, other beings.
As well.
Actually, now it's not only the love beings.
He's a channeler.
But we are here to help humanity through the Ascension process. And by helping humanity, we definitely mean first and foremost, we are here to help ourselves ascend. And by doing that, we open the door to others so that they can, it's like everybody who came before you, they always are the path opener. So we're just there to open the path just a bit wider, so that people can, jump on board and just, live the life that we want to create and create the reality that we want to see around us. So I guess that's in a nutshell what we are. And we are also really focused on the couple, feminine and masculine, the divine feminine and the divine masculine together.
The archetypes
really to create this family structure that is lacking in the society now today. So I guess that's what we're doing right now.
Yes.
An helicopter,
all good. So there was when we started doing channeling, Mary, you were one of the first one with who we got in touch. So in one of our very first lives, you just came in and you had that introduction to the love being, and it was a very beautiful moment. And I think you can further on that, but to me, I know that you resonated a lot. And we did another live following that. And I think we also had like private channelings as well, one or two.
One.
Yeah. So we know, like, we connected a lot in that regard. So maybe if you want to a bit further expand on that, what was your experience? And
Yes. And I feel like that's kind of like what we're moving more into, gravitating more with soul family, because for me that was very faded, like it was like we didn't know each other, but at that moment you were having that live where you guys would have live channelings to see what would come through. And I was just out of a dark night of a soul, basically, came in there, did not feel my best, look my best, but I was like, my higher self was like, you need to go there, like and that really opened the door to so much. And it's like, it was very powerful for me. And I feel like it's just in that first session, like just becoming more aware of like where we are, where we could be, and like just remembering, like remembering all these things. And I think that's like also, we mentioned a little bit of like channeling, which we were going to talk, a little bit more what it is, but it's like that work, I feel like it's where most of us are being worked on to be able to do, and your guys' own ways, and the way that your gifts are more strongly and stuff like that, being an oracle, and like being that vessel to be able to do this in a sense. But it's like, I feel like right now, I would definitely, it's just, no words, like it's just, we're here to help each other, with our gifts, as well. Like we come across each other for a reason, and it's like, it's just very beautiful, it's like a beautiful experience I had. And now we're here where it's like, I feel like we're more embodying our higher selves now. It's like a big different moment for all of us, and we're growing and learning together. And that just brings us the topic of like Ascension now, for us, where we are and what are our roles, what is our mission here. But I feel like what we're going to share today, from like our experiences of what just comes up will help, in a sense.
Yes.
And something that I want to say about you is that what I am seeing from you is that you are owning your place. And that is the most important thing for me to look when I see somebody being on their spiritual path. That's the only thing or the first thing that I will look for. Are you sovereign? Do you believe in yourself enough? I'm not saying out of ego, but really, do you put yourself out there to bring more light? But you are owning your place, and you can see the result in your life, in your surrounding, in the people that you attract. And I can feel that coming from you. So I'm really happy for you. And I know it's only the beginning for you, because I see you blooming, and you're just getting stronger and stronger, and it's beautiful to see. So I just want to applaud you for your work, because I know what you're doing takes a shitload of work. I'm sorry, I'm not the type of spiritual being that's all polite. So it takes a shitload of work. So congrats, man.
Yeah, well done.
Oh, thank you guys. I love you guys. Thank you. Yes, and I think that's the very big picture of like multidimensionality. How does that take over our lives as we knew it to be? Because the last live that we've had prior to this one, like, it also gave me more of understanding of much more that I was doing, of why my energy is the certain way. When you were able to help me also understand, of like the ships, and like just the bigger picture, the bigger soul missions that we take on the side, on top of our main missions here. It's like, it's a lot. And so thank you guys so much too for seeing me, I see all of you too, it's like we're doing so much great work that sometimes we don't realize how great it is or how big.
Yeah, because
Believe me,
we're there, sometimes
we don't
need to,
you don't know, but others that are doing the same work, we see. So that's why we are a mirror. Sometimes you cannot see yourself, but when you see somebody doing the work, you recognize that light.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and that's something that I don't know if we're ready for the topic of the day. Are we?
Yeah, let's jump in. Yeah.
I just wanted to say that, throughout the ascension process, we've come across so many different type of people and being as well. And they all have something in particular. They all have gifts. But something that we realize even more now than ever is that we are living a human experience. We are not living a spiritual light body yet experience. We are in the matter. Yeah. So we have to do things that mean something here and now, which is what we're doing. We're talking. This is matter. This is in the masculine energy, you would say, because Yes, but this is the masculine energy. This is raw. This is the sun. The sun is matter. We cannot always be in spirituality. And that's something that we have seen so much in spirituality. People living in an illusion. People living in a dream. It's okay to have a dream, but you cannot be living in a dream world. You have to be anchored. And the ascension process taught us that, because we were waiting after things. We were waiting after the prophecies to come to fruition. And then we would see 5D in front of us. But we are the prophecy. If you don't put in the work, there is no prophecy to be fulfilled. And when people acknowledge that, you gain so much power inside of you to create. And when the spirit world see that, this human hear us, she actually putting in the work, they will help you beyond what you can imagine. Yeah. So it's not about being dreamy and meditating all day. It's about fact, action, putting in the work. And people will say, no, that's not it. We are light. I just want to breathe hair and be happy and then have flower grow under my feet as I walk. It's beautiful, yes. But right now, that's not what the universe, the earth need. The earth need us to take actions. Yes. So it's just what we need to do now, actions.
Yes.
And you know, some things that are connected to your heart, something that you really want to do. I'm not saying doing action that you don't feel like doing and that drain
You
you.
need to follow your bliss always, to follow your joy.
Follow your joy, but at least do something, even if it's small thing. Do something every day, because the spirit world are looking at you and they want to see how serious you are.
Yeah.
And when you get serious with them, they get serious with you. So, I mean, for me, that's the basic of Ascension.
Yeah.
Just follow your bliss into action.
Into matter.
Into matter. This is what it is.
Yes.
Yes, I love that, sister. I love it. It's like, I think that's what it is. You know, I feel like as well, like the Ascension also taught me a lot of things, you know, exposed to different timelines or different beings and stuff like that. But ultimately it comes back to that, you know, taking action with what we've learned, with what we experience, you know, anchor that in from that as above into the as below, and like utilizing it as within, you know. And it's like, actually, that's something that the Arcturians and the Palladians were showing me the other day, of like the quantum field, you know. It's like a three-step factor. It's like part of like getting that formula together, or that sacred geometry in a sense, you know. It's like you also have to take action so that it can materialize within this space.
Yes.
Exactly. And how beautiful. You know, why would we just want to be dreaming? You know, there's a time to dream and there's a time to eat. You know, eat is matter. And I mean, that's beautiful. And that's polarities. Like you have the feminine, who's the dreamer. She creates in her mind and she sees it and she flows through that energy. And then you have the masculine that says, oh, you got a good idea. Let me go and build it and make it happen. This is creation. And we were talking to Rod, like I told you just the other day, and we had like such a similar like exchange about what he was telling you and what he was telling me. So I was like, whoa, you know, but he was showing that the universe is created out of the number 11.
One and
one create
11. Yeah.
So when the two polarities come together as 1, 11, 1, they create everything. It's like the beginning of everything is 1 and 1. I don't know exactly what that means. I just know that it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
And this is the creation of the polarities, not necessarily two different person, but even within you, you have your masculine and feminine. And when you put them together, you create Ascension. And this is what it is.
That's what I was seeing in my third eye right now. I was being shown like the hero's gamos, which is like that final, like, well, the way that, you know, the Ascension, in a sense, for me, my perspective, it's like, you know, building your wings, creating your higher, or like it resurrecting your higher crystal hearts. And then it's like the hero's gamos, where you meet with either within yourself, you know, inner union, but it's also like when you're able to have it physical. It's that union, and I see it like that, like 1 and 1, which makes sense because the ways that they've taught me, it's like 11-11 is what starts this process, and then the 12-12, yeah. So like, and then the 12-12 is like it's like that's the, I want to say like masculine energy, because it's a portal and it's a part of it, and then going into 13-13, which is like the feminine because of the mother arc. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing that two persons that never met physically get channeled things that are so aligned and so in sync. I mean, that just shows us that it's really the law of one.
Yeah, and that there's a big plan, and that plan is very intelligent and divine. So when you are just being like yourself and tap into your heart intelligence, follow your heart, then the magic just happened like that. Yeah.
And I feel like, and I think it's so like beautiful how I think it was 2 nights ago, right, that you had channeled him, and I went in the live and I had channeled him too. Well, and I had channeled him too,
Yeah.
because he was like, well, and I was like, wow. So it's like we're just moving into really powerful energy, and I'm really excited.
Yes, exciting.
So our mission and our role, there's a lot to be said tonight. So so beautiful introduction. Thank you, ladies. The feminine perspective, always appreciated.
Yeah.
So me, something that I want to in this life to announce and to address is a project that is on a Patreon page that I just created. Okay, and the goal of that page is just to gather a tribe of the people that really have the call to take action and to get organized and to create the new earth, to take action to create that new earth. So for that, I did a live with Cam last week about sovereignty. So I will just recap a bit. That live was key. So those that didn't see that live, I invite you to go to check it on my page or on his page. Now it's even on our YouTube channel, Divine Couple, our YouTube channel name, and we have the link in the link tree on our pages. So sovereignty is key, which a recap of that live and something that we said a lot before, but I just want to recap for this live. So the teachings that we receive from the law of beings that we resonate a lot is like the 5 level of ascension. Level 1 being aware of the law of attraction. So this is like the entry level of higher consciousness. And level 2 is to be more aware of our cosmic origins or the galactic history. So this is like key to understand. And level 3 is sovereignty, to be sovereign beings. Then level 4, mastering the elements, and level 5, having a deep understanding of the omnipresence. But so for that Patreon group, nobody that is not at least at level 3 will get attracted to it. So that's just knowing because they will not be able to catch on that frequency, because the goal of that page is really to gather like a tribe of warriors, of people that are really highly in tune to just take action to create that new earth. So long story short, it was the channeling we did with Ra was about that. And it's on the Patreon. So on our Patreon so far, we have like 2 videos. So those that feel that are resonating with them, with that, I invite you to just go take a look at the Patreon. So it's Divine Masculine Mindset, so patreon.com. And if you subscribe there, take a look at the videos, you will know right away if it's for you or not. If it's for you, you will just be attracted to it. If not, then you will just leave. But the goal is just to attract those like beings that have the fire and just to take action.
Because we are creating big things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not slowing down anytime soon. And like Ra said, we are actually manifesting. I think we will go max to 300 people. And that's the goal.
We want to attract 300 people.
300, but solid.
Like the movie 300. Same.
So they said the 300.
It's a perfect goal.
That's exactly what. So the 300, that's what it's going to be. But all that is about sovereign, and why I want just to say that why sovereignty is so important is that in the spiritual community, there is a lot of people looking for a savior.
Yes.
There is a lot of people waiting after prophecies to be freed, and they are just sitting on their asses, beautiful asses, okay?
Yes.
Waiting for somebody to save you.
And this is still the slave mentality, which we have been programmed to be slaves.
Exactly. We are the new elite.
We are, yes. We are the real elite in this realm.
We are the loving elite of the future.
Yes.
You cannot be sitting on your ass. I'm sorry. Your ass may be as beautiful as you want it to be. You still need to get up and let the world hear you. Let the world see you, or let the world see your action in fruition and blossoming. You know, so sovereignty is about knowing thyself. When you're sovereign, ain't nobody can come and shake you off your balance. But if you're not sovereign, and anybody can come and tell you, you cannot ascend because you're not this, or you cannot do this because you don't have that, or if you want to ascend, you have to eat like this. Whoa! Ascension process is individual, but it's also unity. But this is why ascension is so interesting. It's going to be about building tribes of people that look like you. So if you want to be vegan, you will be in a tribe that embrace the veganism, and you will be synchronized with people who resonate with that. But if you want to eat meat, and then people tell you that you're the devil, because, you know, you can, everybody will have their place. And if we have to grow and become Breitarian, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. But ascension process, it's a process, but it's going to resonate with who you are, not with what others tell you that you must be to become or to be.
Based on preferences. Yeah.
Based on preferences, yes. You really have to be real with yourself. And for me, that sovereignty in ascension process and our mission and our goal as leader, like us, you and I, Marie or Vincent, like people like us.
Sovereign beings.
And leaders is not about being saviors.
No.
Ain't nobody gonna come on my back and ask me to climb on my back so I can lead them to ascension. Nope. I'm not doing that, because I'm not doing myself a favor, and I'm not doing you a favor. Like the old saying says, if you want to help a man, don't give him fish. Teach him how to fish. So, I mean, that's what it is. You want to be sovereign? That's the only thing that I offer, sovereignty. And owning yourself more and more.
And combining strength, gift, qualities like tools that we have individually, to combine them in tribes just to create that heaven on earth. So it's through us that this will happen. Yes.
That was very powerful. Yes, and I just want to add on. I had set the intention that I was going to join that as well, because I felt like, you know, even for me, my personal journey, you guys have been someone that it's like, oh yeah, it was like the first time meeting, but it felt like family. You just know. And so it's like, now I feel like we're growing into that next step of like, and slowly, this is where I feel like people in the collective are like, it's like, the way that we're exchanging energy is changing, because we're growing into our gifts and we're taking action into that, because that's the frequency that aligns with the new earth that we're here to create. So it's like, pretty much, you know, it's like, I think that's the place that we are too, you know, like coming together, you know, seeing what what you feel navigated towards, in a sense, and also understanding that when it comes to like channeling and stuff like that takes energy, a lot of energy. And it's like the exchange of like what could be like you know, it could be anything in a sense, like, you know, the amount, depending on the amount that is being introduced, but it's like, it's a different energy exchange in that way than something that we would always be used to doing in the old earth. So I feel like that's very important to, you know, to keep in mind. It's an investment that you're doing to yourself, but also it's like exchanging, in a sense, you know, the wisdom, like the sacred space, because I feel like that's the way that we're going into. So yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's an energy exchange, and all those that channel knows that
the amount of energy
that it takes
a lot. Yeah.
And also when you're clearing others, when you're, you know, all the healing that you offer, You know, that energy has to come from somewhere.
It has to be transmuted.
So, you know, when you're helping others, you're doing it because you have a huge heart. But it takes away some energy, and people need to appreciate that. And that's why I know what you're doing, you know? I know. We know what we are doing. So it's only beauty, really, but it's really about, and like you said, we are creating the new earth. That will not happen only in your mind. Creating is in the matter, like you said. So for me, it's like everything makes so much sense. Like you said, the way that we are sharing energy, shifting, duh, of course. But sometimes we don't think about putting things that way, you know? But of course, yes, everything is changing. But now what I am seeing, and maybe you will agree with that, is that a sentence that came to my mind is that the mask are falling and the veil is lifting.
Yeah.
People around me, let me tell you that some mask have been falling down the stairs and down the, whoa, like seeing people's faces, like their dark side, not pretty. Seeing that a lot lately. It's like when you get higher vibrationally and you clear bullshit out of you.
The bullshit cannot stick.
The bullshit cannot stick. And then you see people that personally I thought were my friend. And you realize that they are narcissists. And how do you say megaloman? Megaloman is in English as well?
I don't know. Megaloman is
like,
French.
You know, somebody that, and then you have people who take there's so much to say about Ascension.
Yeah.
There is so much to say.
We will do a video on that. But,
yeah, definitely. Yeah. But you have people that take a lot of mush. I have nothing against mush. I love mush. You know, mush helped me a lot on my journey, but it's not always necessary. And there are people that eat mush like it's always candy. Yeah. And they are always high, and they are not grounded because they are always high. Being high is, the mushroom is estrogen, is hurt, so it's feminine. It's going to put you in your mind. You're going to go in the spirit world. The spirit world is feminine. All right? So when you are always diving in this femininity, you are not grounded. And now I've been hearing a lot of people around me saying that Ascension will come through them. Only through them, Ascension will be unfold, and they are God.
They
and
will
I'm
activate the solar flash and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went through like crazy stuff.
Yes.
It's not pretty, but I mean, it's part of the process, you know, like just.
But that's
it is what it is.
But that's good too.
Yeah.
You know, people who never love themselves and they get a revelation out of mush that you are God. I am God.
Yeah, but we are
and they
all
go
God.
And they have an orgasm about being God. You need to chill. Of course, the mushroom will show you that you are God because you are, but so are we.
And everybody around, we are one.
But people think it's them.
Yeah.
And they
take all the credit for themselves.
Yeah, and they think they are the only one. Yeah. They are the only God. There is one God, and it's me.
Yeah, we saw that, so it's like, okay.
No. We are all God.
So yeah, so us, when that happened, we just take our distance and love and light, you know. Yeah.
So I think it's sad.
Yes, but it's what we have been seeing around. But yeah.
I think it's sad, but you know, go ahead.
No, sorry, go on. Just.
I just think it's sad because as we are this beautiful flower of life, and each and every one of us, we are a fractal of that flower. The flower cannot exist without every single petal, you know? And when you are told that you are God, it's because you are a part of that flower. but the flower is whole. That flower is everything. And it's good to see yourself as a god, a goddess that you are. But we are here to remember, the ascension process is to remember your divinity, as we are all divine. And when you're trying to accaparer, I don't know that word in English, like
take for yourself.
To take for yourself, you have the Atlantean perspective. The Atlant, as you probably know, they were more in the masculine. They were more into individualism. Lemuria was about everybody is one. If you are hurt, I am hurt. Everything was telepathic. They were just all together. So we came into an era of Atlantean individualism. I am not you. You are not me. I've been told that I am God. Therefore, there is only one God, and it's me. This is Atlantean type of. It's not that Atlant is bad. It's just that there was an era.
Yeah, that era, that timeline, yes.
Exactly. But now we are
elsewhere now.
We are in the both polarities.
Yes.
Lemuria and Atlantean are coming together to create the new Earth.
Yes.
That's what it is now. So now it's not time to say, I am God. It's time to say, we are God.
So yes, there is that post on my page, which is one nation enjoying both polarities, which is the new Earth. Because before it used to be two nations. So now it's one nation enjoying both polarities. So this is the new Earth.
Yes. Excuse me. Wow, that was so powerful. I wanted to kind of briefly cover everything that was discussed because it was very powerful. And the way that I want to bring awareness to that is like, I feel like also for me, the ascension process is also connecting more with yourself, right? But it comes with the chakras. And what I was getting as you were telling me that was what they have told me of the 8th spear. The 8th spear is this energy within, like, I want to say the 8th, it would make sense if it's the 8th, but it's like this energy, whereas we're moving up the chakras, right? We're reconnecting, we're resurrecting as we're activating them. And sometimes I feel like those individuals are only connected to their lower chakras, right? And so they have this energy, because that energy of like, I am God makes me feel like of the infiltrated timeline, you know, of like the whole Anunnaki stuff, you know, how they inserted certain things to make people feel that way and see that way, because I feel like this expansion, entire ascension thing has also been like, you know, revisiting those either energies, eras, you know, within ourselves and our bodies as we're reconnecting to those chakras that perhaps has those layers of, you know, maybe that person in a higher essence chose to want to have that experience so that they can, you know, but it's all free will, so it could go either or. So it's like, yeah, always sending love and light and understanding that it's all part of the process, no matter where they are, because I've had those people in my journey too. It got really like dark and twisty. It was like they were just acting out of that energy, and I wasn't even being aware that somehow they were using me to kind of suck my wisdom out. It was so weird, you know, like, because they connect to that energy, so it's like sometimes they're not aware, but it's like, okay, those type of things we came across our paths so that we could either like understand, you know, understand what that is, so that we know, okay, that's part of this process in a sense, you know, and it brings more awareness. But I think all of that was, yeah, very powerful. Well said. And we're moving into that unified energy now, that we are one, that we're all important, we are all very special, and that's where I feel like, you know, where we have to keep the focus on, no matter where or how the rest of the world is conspiring, because everything is shifting very much, you know, so we need to continue having that in our third eye, like knowing that that's what we're focusing on and co-creating together. We're co-creating.
Yes.
Yeah. And, that just reminded me that you said that your birthday is on the 31.
Oh, yes.
And I had a big sign in the sky. Remember, I sent you the video? Like, I saw a huge 31 written out of clouds in the sky. And I was like, what the is actually
a perfect 31.
Perfect 31, not like slightly weird, a perfect 31 in the sky. So I was like, something is up. And then you told me that it's your birthday, and you tell me that you will do a ceremony for, I think, the light, or I don't remember exactly what it was, but I'm so happy and grateful that you're doing that, because like you're saying, something big is coming. I do not know what it is, and I don't think it's my place to know. But it is coming, and I'm just happy that you will do something. Me too. I'm gonna take that evening really to anchor myself, ground myself, clear the energy of the planet, because things are moving pretty fast. And this is, and another thing that just came to my mind now that I don't know why, but I need to say, is that I received while I was channeling, but while talking to a friend, is that, like they say that there is different part of the world that represent different chakras and different organ of the world. So different organs, as the world is like a being that has different organs and different chakra, and in different countries will represent those chakra or those organs. Like I know that the root chakra is Africa, and then you have, I think, the throat chakra or the nose or the lungs, or in high, the island where there's always wind. Where is it?
Not sure.
Anyway, all that to say,
different place, different chakra.
Yeah, what I've been told is that the hurt is the root chakra of the universe, and it makes sense, because if the hurt is the root chakra of the universe, it only makes sense that if something changes here, the whole universe is changing for the better, because the grounding will be solid for once in so much time. It's like somebody that's not grounded, but who has all those spiritual gifts, but they are not grounded. But when you get grounded, quantum leap for the whole universe. So I don't know how valuable this is. This is what I received.
So it's out there now.
It's out there now. I just had to say it, I guess.
For those who
oh my God, that's so powerful. Because
I don't know.
Quickly share what it is that I'm going to do, guys. Like for my birthday, this was all a co-creation with like Ra and like the angels, but it's like they were like, cool. Okay, well, first of all, I was born on Halloween, which is very interesting. It's like your guys' birthday, by the way, is like the day that you anchored in your energy into the grid. It was like a powerful day. Like you needed to be here in that time, place, and so on. So then I feel like they have been preparing me to anchor in that energy again. And for me, it's gonna be like my first birthday, like as my full higher self, because this year for me was like initiation after initiation and just so much. So I was like, wow. And so really quick, briefly on that is like what we're doing is going into the Mayan temple, because it's a connection to the cosmic heart. So coming in, like bringing in that energy from the source of hearts and like bringing it in, and then together working with like the angel that represents this earth, which her name is Gaia, as her throne angel form, and then another angel that's named Jerisa, which does like the ley lines, working with them to bring it in and send it to those 12 chakras, but it's like the 12 pyramids as well. So it makes me feel like, okay, we're bringing in some major energy to activate or further activate the pyramids, the grids, whatever it's needed. And I feel like that's why all of us, we have been purging, because we're interconnected with the planet. So it's like we're just releasing, because something big is coming to take us to the next level.
Yeah,
Great.
definitely. That's amazing what
It's
you're
good
going
to
to be
connect
doing.
and to synchronize like that, just to it's powerful.
Yeah.
It's powerful. And when we are 3 and more, it creates that egregor that is like bring things to the next level. So
yeah, definitely. That's amazing what you're going to be doing.
Yeah,
and definitely I will be there with you in spirit if you want my presence. Of course, it's always free will. I mean, right? But I'm just going to do my thing and just make sure that the spirits knows that we are serious.
Yeah.
And we want this. Because if the spirit world knows that we're serious, they will take us seriously. And they will act upon that for yourself and for others around you. Where like you said, like Rob was showing you, it's a door. It's a portal.
Yeah.
So we're just here to open it, to put the door there. Whoever want to get in, gets in.
Free
if
will.
you don't want to get in, you don't.
Free
but
will.
At least we have a door.
Yeah.
And you know that that door is there. If you can match the frequency and see it, then you just have to walk through it. So I just think that's beautiful what we're doing right now.
Yes.
And
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And me, I have the call just to put out there in this live, and I will do more live on that and with more people that will resonate with that. So back onto that tribe that I want to put together and to attract those beings.
Mm-hmm.
Like a discussion that I with Ra, like now it's like I have a very strong logical mind. I've been stuck in it for most of my life. And then I had to learn to tap into my heart. And now, like being that my higher self here on earth like that, now it's like I'm back into my super logical mind, just like to create that plan and to make things happen. That's my masculine side.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, so I started to have like during that challenge with Ra, which is on the Patreon again. So just to start to make a plan, to take action. So a question that I ask is what Gaia needs the most at the moment. So first, he told me that she needs a break, like she's in depression right now because she feel all the heaviness of everyone walking on her back, So as a daily ritual, I invite everyone, like I added that to my routine when I take my walk in the morning, just to take a moment, just to send her love, Not that she needs human because she don't need us. But like
she loves us.
Yeah,
that's
but
the
yeah,
difference.
yeah. But like Ross said, it's like when you have your kids that brings you soup when you don't feel well, So my heart goes to Gaia, and I just want to put that on the live and invite everyone to be more aware of that, and just if they feel the call, just every day in their routine, just to send their love to Gaia. That's a big thing. And something else that I want to attract in that tribe. What she needs, like first, is to clean the water. Okay, so we can be like not centuries, like years away to have perfect crystal clean water on the planet. Mm-hmm. Okay, the technology already exists, and it's also to attract the good people to make it happen. So we will work with the dolphins. So there is people that have the gift.
Your people.
Yeah, to talk with dolphins. So those.
Talk to dolphins.
You talk to dolphins?
Yes. She's yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Why I didn't think about that.
So yeah.
What?
Synchronicity. So
Jeez.
So yeah. So we need people that have that gift to speak with dolphins because when the time will be right, we will reconnect with them and they will work to clean the water. So they will be put to work with us
because they are very powerful.
They're very powerful. We will work with octopus. We need also to rebalance like the bacteria in the water to introduce the proper bacteria that will kill the bad bacteria and just rebalance everything. So we need to clean our river, lakes, and everywhere. So what she needs like the most quickly is to address the water. Then for the earth to clean the soil, it's going to be with mushrooms. So we will need earth people that have knowledge about mushrooms. And so on.
Master the element.
Yeah, master the element. so and so on. So this is a very brief introduction of the tribe that I want to put together. All sovereign being, okay? Because it's like sovereign being that can achieve that. It's not like people that are still waiting for
fans.
No fans, no slaves. Just fully sovereign being that have that fire to take action. The time is now.
Mycelium, yeah.
Mycelium, yes. So I invite you, you can get in touch with me by DM, or if you have any questions, that's my call right now.
Yeah.
And I always knew that knowingness that I would be involved into something like that in my life. So now it's just coming real. So I'm super excited about that project. I'm looking forward. So my energy, my focus will be, and my vibration will be just to attract those people, those 300, we want to have that 300, and everybody has a role to play. Yeah. So it's not because and everybody has as a role. So it's not because you're not into that 300 that your role is less. It's not that. It's everybody has a role to play, and those 300 are people that will really resonate with that, and they really know who they are, and they will be attracted to what I'm saying right now, and they will come. So this is now my main focus, since we had that challenge with Ra 2 days ago, and it's already on the Patreon, and I'm just fired up about that project, because something that I want to add, I never spoke about that on lives or on social media, is my background about business. So I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been into business since I'm 5 years old. My dad is that crazy genius engineer that is a first generation of entrepreneur and French Canadian, because French Canadian used to be the cheap labor for the English people in Canada. But my father is the first that just broke that cycle, and he started his own business, It was in telecom, and we worked with the biggest telecom company of the world, and so just to creating business, having project, getting things impossible done. I've done that all my life in business. So my background is all related to what I want to do now. So, our path was required for us to learn things related to our mission. So that background of being that
business manager.
Yeah, I would say like a Elon Musk. I would say a type of,
but in the good side.
But the good intention, So this is really my background. So now I'm super excited.
On Tesla side.
Yeah. I'm super excited just to now I have all that knowledge, and just and I had hundreds of employees, so I know how to spot people, and so I have that knowledge and that gift. So I just want to connect with people that also have that calling to make stuff happen, and just come to me, and we will just make it happen.
I'm happy to see that there's a lot of people that resonate with
that. Reacting without the brain chip.
So it's beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So more to come on that.
Somebody said to watch Fantastic Fungi. We did.
Yeah, we did, for sure. Fantastic Fungi.
A few months ago, we did.
So
it's
those
amazing.
earth people are needed to restore the soil, and just to restore the planet. So she needs help. The technologies are there, and it's doable. We are years away, not centuries, not decades, years away to have a pristine, clean planet. And and I just want to put out there. So this was for the ocean, for the soil, and I asked for the air. Can we do something? So Ra said, no, the air. You just stop putting crap in the air, and the air would clean it would clear itself. By itself. And then I asked the only thing that came to my mind is I don't want to say that word, but the plane that shoot crap. And he said, don't worry, be happy. So I said, okay, therefore there's a plan for that, just to stop that nonsense. So so it's time to take action, roll up our sleeves, not to get anything inside our arm, but to use our those avatars that we have in this realm to make things happen. So that's what I wanted to just throw out there in this live.
Wow. So I'm just so grateful for both of you, because this is amazing. 33 people right now in the house. This is a ascended master talk, conversations. I feel that's where we are right now.
Yes,
we had our initiations. We had our awakening, understanding the death of the ego. Whatever it is, and it's now we're ready for the fun and the action. We can have fun.
Of course, it's bliss.
Putting
it's
the
fun.
Magic.
Yeah, it's fun.
But it's So on the dot, brother, I had the same. I was like, I know that the water is important, and I also was like, you like, it's just perfect, So it's like,
Yeah.
I feel like I love this. Okay. Back. I love this. I love it so much. And I'm really excited because this is just the beginning. This is just, it feels like a new era, like just the conversation and just how it's been for all of us. And I really, really love that for us.
More to come on that. Watch me.
And we have there's so many things that are happening right now. We have another project that is still secret.
Yeah.
But
that is part of that. That technology will be used just to restore stuff on Earth as well. That project what we're already working on. So back on my background, creating product, manufacturing products. So that's my thing that I did all my life.
So I don't know if any people here know about eye pyramids. The pyramids that are made out of copper, and then on top there's crystals.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look at all like that.
But it's product that has some properties. It
could be linked somehow, but it's not absolutely not that. But it's in the same field of knowledge or of ancient technology that has been given
that's
to
coming
us.
Back to the realm. I mean,
so there are really amazing things that are coming.
Yes.
And this is why we're building a tribe, because to create any empire,
and it's called the Sun Tribe.
We need a tribe.
Yeah, the Sun Tribe, the 300.
And we need the 300.
Yeah.
And it's not that we need, we want.
Yeah, this is the goal to attract.
Because it's not about us. And I think that people who know us, it's not about money. Of course, you don't want to be poor. There is no need to be spiritual and poor, but it's not about money. It's about building the new Earth that we want to see in abundance.
Yeah.
So it's about abundance. It's about abundance in sharing with like-minded people. It's about abundance of love. It's about friendship, loyalty. There is nothing more important for me in relationship than loyalty. Loyalty and people who are ready to put their heart into something that they believe
Loyalty is more important than competence.
Yeah.
In your team, you better off be surrounded with yourself with loyal people than more competent but not loyal people.
Yeah, that doesn't need
that has no value. If you're not loyal, there's no value.
There's no value.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So many things.
So that's about it
in a nutshell.
Let's restore the Earth. So to me, it's the most epic project maybe of history.
For us, at least.
For me, I cannot think of any other project of that magnitude and of that importance. I cannot be more excited about that. And to me, it's the most epic project of the history of this planet. I mean, maybe there was some that I'm not aware of, but to help Gaia to restore, because if she get rid of all of us, she would restore by herself. But we can, with technology and with the help of her children, she can get back in shape in years, and she will. I said it.
Yes, she will.
Yeah.
That's why we're here, guys.
Exactly.
That's the big part. That's if you would take away anything from this, it's that's why we're here. That's our role. And we need to step out of our estimated, whatever self-limiting beliefs, whatever you feel like it's holding back, and really
slave program.
Yeah, it's just a reprogram. You just have to reprogram, step in your essence, connect to your higher self, connect to your wisdom, your gifts, and that is what you're bringing to the table. That's what we're all remembering, reconnecting, and it's a serious time now. We have to get to work. I feel like that's what the energy is too. We have work to do here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm excited for it. Yes. I'm really excited for it.
Feels amazing just to have those discussions in the physical like that, and now for the first time on the live. So it's just to spread that to the people that resonate with us. And I invite everyone to share this video with others and to talk about that Sun Tribe, that project to restore the whole planet as much as far and wide as you can. And I will be very verbal about that, the coming live on that, and I will that's my thing now. So yeah, I'm here. I'm here to make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to ask before we wrap up if you guys had a little bit more time, because I did want to do like a well, you know, I connect with Ra just by invoking him, but another way that I had connected with him was like through this crystal skull, which is very interesting. So it's like I wanted to bring him in for a healing. When I do this, it's just we just take deep breaths together. We call him in, but we just also connect. We can just do it without the crystal, but he's there, and he asked me to do this so that we could either like receive whatever upgrades were needing, and then also like leave us all like a personal message. So you guys were open.
For sure.
Here to do that, I'll just probably put a little bit higher this meditative music, not too high. And then see, I'd love to do these things because then I love to see, you know, how each person here picks up the energy, you know, what messages come through. But I feel like this is a good, like, recap. See what comes through from what we talked about. Okay. Whew. So, let me get this here. So what we'll do, I'll just guide us into this meditation really quick, and we'll take some deep breaths together. And then when we get in that zone, I'll just go ahead and call him in for us, and also project, you know, more with this crystal to surround us, and just, you know, and we'll take it from there. So everybody who's here with us, either you could sit down or lay down, whatever's more comfortable for you, and find a comfortable position. And then now we will now just close our eyes and take some deep breaths together. Now let's all breathe into our feet, taking a deep breath in. And before you exhale, I want you to imagine one circle on each feet. As you exhale, release the energy through your feet. Now breathe into your legs. When you're ready, exhale out. Feel your legs more relaxed. Now breathe into your heart. When you're ready, as you exhale out, feel your chest burst open. Then breathe into your face. When you're ready, go ahead and exhale out. Feel your face completely relaxing, your whole body relaxing, deeply relaxing. And now in a moment, as we're relaxing, I will now call in Ra to come and surround us, and his presence, allow us to feel your presence, Ra, and allow us to receive what we're ready to receive and release what we are ready to release. Now, as he finishes up his message, his healing, now slowly come back in. Feel yourselves moving your hands. And then when you're all ready, you can slowly come back in. How does everyone feel?
I was already in almost sleeping mode, like instant, like
I feel you like going
receiving.
very, very high.
Yeah, Ra always come and put his hand on my shoulder. It's always really intimidating to see him. It's really, really tall. I don't know how tall that thing is, but it's really, really tall. It's really always intimidating.
Yeah, at what point I thought she would start channeling.
Yeah, but no, I just saw, and he, like always, he's really strong. And what he told me is that, once again, it's time for you humans to take back your hurt, to take back your world. It's just time for us to take it back. And he was just making me scream, joy, joy, joy. And whenever I feel Ra is the sun. The sun is yellow, is joy, is the feeling of joy. So when I feel Ra, I feel joy. And he just gives me so much joy, and I just spread that joy from my heart, and he tells me to spread it. Joy, joy, joy. So it's like I'm sending yellow and joy everywhere. So, I mean, that's what I got.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much. How did that feel for you, brother? I feel like it took us like in another realm.
Yeah, really quickly, like boom. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's some powerhouse in the house.
Yeah. But she's a channeler. She's more sensitive to those energies. Yeah.
How was it for you?
For me, it was just relaxing, a beautiful experience. But I don't have
visuals,
like visuals and stuff like that. Like me, I came to this realm to experience faith to the deepest level. So, you know,
we all have our
things. So like, it's a talk that I had like with, because as I said in other lives, like we took like most of the summer off. We were not on social media. We had just to rebuild our energy. And now, like, because channelings, like we were just using that like for the collective out there, which it had its function. This is how we met you, and we met a lot of beautiful people. But that was, I could say that was like more phase one, but phase two was just to rebuild our energy. And now since then, the channelings were exclusive for us. So I went real down. I made that super deep journey within with different teachers that came. And so what I learned like more about myself is that I don't have any things like visual. I'm not clairvoyant. I'm not clairaudient. I don't have any. And it was a choice just to come to experience faith to the deepest level. So yeah, I move on with faith.
For now.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that.
How was it for you?
Yeah, what about you?
It was good. I feel like for some reason, for me, I feel like before I do stuff like that, for some reason, there's always some chaos energy, and I'm just trying to be calm. I have to be, but when I do meditations, I always say, in the case there's a helicopter or something happens, just stay focused. That's Jedi work.
Yeah.
Stay focused in the chaos, like concentrate. But I always feel so good, like honey. That's what I get, like honey, this honey feeling, this loving
yellow
energy.
Honey is sun.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
But I feel like that was very beautiful. I wanted to end it that way, so to just give us what we were needing, and that's why I love that this time for you, my sister, it was like you were just receiving, because a lot of times you give with your beautiful gifts as well. So it's like very beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm just so honored.
Grateful.
I'm so grateful for both of you, for everyone here. We're doing great things, and it's just the beginning. But
yes.
One step at a time.
Yeah. One day at a time, but beautiful adventures, a glorious day.
Yes.
And glorious is our hearts, and we move forward with those glorious hearts around the realm. So this is the way to go for me.
Yes. Shine your sun. We are the suns.
Yes.
The suns don't hide. When you discover darkness, or when you like whatever happens, remember you're the sun. You're meant to shine, no matter
even
what.
Even behind the clouds, we see the sun. Still, the light go through the darkest clouds. So shine.
Yeah. So much to say, but we will have to leave it for another time. Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like, when you guys have the time, I'd love to have these conversations. And then over time, like I said, I definitely am going to join into that, because it aligns with what I was already feeling. So it's like coming together, doing the work together moves faster. That's why I feel like that's the energy, to leave off. And I will make sure to also include that information on this live in case. So I'll get in touch with you guys, so it's available. You guys know where to go. I feel like that's a good breakdown.
Yes. So the link again of the Patreon is in our link tree, or if you would just want to search, is Divine Masculine Mindset in the search engine of Patreon. So it's very easy to find.
So we're just so grateful for your presence.
Grateful for
and we know we will work together in the future and
to make it
ongoing
happen,
process.
To combine our gift, our strength.
It is written in the it is literally written in the sky. Literally, I'm not even kidding. So literally written in the sky. Yeah. So we're so grateful for you.
Yes.
And we have to do another live, because I really want to talk about shadow shadow work and much ceremony and stuff like that. And I feel that would really, your energy would be really like uplifting for that conversation, because there are stuff that
Go girls.
okay, so sending you love. We will make this happen.
More to come.
Yes, sister. I think I think we're ready to talk about that, have these conversations, and it's part of the process. So yes, we'll make it happen, and I'm very excited. I'm just so grateful.
Grateful.
Thank you.
Well, I love you all.
You all.
But I love you all. You have a good night. Thank you so much for you guys' time. Remember, we are powerful. We're here to make the new earth, and nothing can stop us.
Exactly. So love and light to all. Thank you for everyone that was on the live. We didn't take any question, but I was reading the comments and the nice emojis flowing, all the color. So yes, beautiful
joy.
People. So yeah. Love you all.
Yes, I love you guys. Have a good night.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.